Nobody tells you these mistakes when buying your first home, and these can actually cost you thousands of dollars. These are some common mistakes I see first-time home buyers do and how to avoid them. Firstly, shopping without pre-approval. So pre-approval means the bank takes a look at your income, your debt, your credit score, and determine how much they can lend you. This actually helps you shop without guessing your budget. Now, a lot of buyers look at homes based on feelings and fall in love with it and think it's just affordable without having a pre-approval, and then later on find out they cannot qualify for these homes. So before you go into the market, make sure you get your pre-approval, because this also means that your offer will be stronger and sellers will take you seriously because they know that financing is not a question. The second common mistake is assuming that the down payment is the only major cost. No, it's not. We have closing costs, which usually runs from 2% to like 5% of the purchase price. And actually this covers lender fees, title fees, and processing fees. For example, if you're getting a home for $350,000, you might end up with a closing cost from like $7,000 to $17,000. You want a budget for that because you do not want to run out of funds on your closing table. The third common mistake is draining your entire savings account for your down payment. Now, you do not want to do that because owning a home actually needs reserved funds, because if you move in and your HVAC system breaks down, or you have electrical problems, or your water heater stops working, you need to fix those. And little expenses like this can actually cause you problems if you cannot get them sorted out. So definitely you have to have reserve before you get into home buying. The fourth mistake I see first-time home buyers do is skipping inspection. Inspection is very important. If you skip inspection, you will what? You will die. That's the word. Yes, you will. That means you're literally buying the house as is. And as is means nobody has told you if the HVAC system is fine, if the plumbing is okay, if a lot of things in the house are functioning. So you want to get a professional who gets in there, an inspector, and checks out that house and makes sure that what you are buying is worth living with. The fifth common mistake I see is letting emotions drive your purchase. Now, you do not want to do that. You do not want to walk into a home, fall in love with a kitchen, fall in love with a patio, fall in love with a living room, and be driven to buy that home just out of emotions. No, numbers do not lie. Real estate is a game of numbers, not a game of emotions. So you want to make sure you check out that neighborhood, make sure the resale value is on top, and then you make sure everything aligns with your numbers before you get into that home. Comment guide and I'll send you a complete checklist for the things you need to look out for before buying your first home.